One of the mistakes a lot of people make when they want to buy a stock is that they focus on the price instead of the value or the business itself. And by that, I mean, you should not just be buying a stock because the price is low. Because sometimes if you do a proper research, you might even come to realize that a stock of 500 naira per share is cheaper than the stock of 15 naira per share. Now, I'm going to be using Airtel and MTN for example. Airtel is listed as Airtel Africa on the NGX market, and MTN is listed as MTN NG on the stock market, which means Airtel is listed as a conglomerate and their value is derived from everything it is that they are doing, all their businesses within the continent Africa. Meanwhile, MTN, the value of MTN is derived from everything it is that MTN is doing in Nigeria only. Now, MTN current price is at around 900 naira per share. Meanwhile, Airtel Africa is currently around 2,000 plus naira per share. Now, if you look at the price alone, you might first of all think that Airtel is much more valuable because its price is higher than that of MTN. You might just think it's valuable. But now, when you now come to realize that this Airtel value is derived from everything it is that they are doing within the continent Africa. Meanwhile, MTN value is derived from that which they are doing in Nigeria alone. That's what you're doing in Nigeria alone. So again, you're supposed to be focusing on the business and not the price. You're supposed to be focusing on the business and not the price. Now, that's not the only way to even check for whether a stock is much more lower in value and everything like that. There are many other metrics you can use to check it. So the point I'm trying to make to you is that you've seen a lot of people come online to tell you that buy stocks that are lower than, these are the stocks that are lower than 100 naira that you can be able to buy. No, you're not buying the price. What you are buying is not the price of a company. What you are buying is the company itself. You're buying into the value that the company has to offer. And your focus is, do they still have room for growth? You might be buying a company that is at 14 naira and you might think you've made a good investment. Meanwhile, they're already at their peak and they are going to fall from there. They're already at their peak. The stock is already at the peak and then it's going to fall from there. And the problem is, some might even not just only go down from there, but they might get delisted if it's not a good company and if they are not meeting up with the things it is that they are supposed to meet up with the regulatory bodies and everything like that. There are many more things to check for than the price. There are many, many more things to check for than the price. You are not just supposed to check, okay, this stock is 30 naira, this stock is 10 naira. I can be able to afford this. Let me buy a lot of it and everything. No, I'm not also downplaying the value of lower price stock. Yeah. The point I'm trying to make to you is that you want to make your focus the business and not the price. Do they still have room for growth? That is what it is that you want to research for. Do they still have room for growth? All right, so that's it for this video. If you want to be a part of my students, you can just hit the link in my bio to join my free community. And for my free community, you can message me. It's Exodus Institute, and you can be able to learn whichever thing it is that you want to learn in the capital market from there. And also, if you want to learn any other digital skill, you can also be able to learn from there. All right, so that's it for this video. See you guys in the next. Au revoir.